and welcome back to my channel. It is time, oh my god, it is time, finally, to share my TBR for this month. We are going to play my TBR game inspired by the Disney Villainous franchise games. I've made it my own into a little TBR game. It's pretty straightforward. I move my character, I play some cards, I maybe get some like prompts to fulfill throughout the month for funsies, and then we create a 5-book TBR that I read in the month. And guess what? She doesn't have to pull a punishment. I read my entire TBR, which is crazy. So, quick housekeeping. Oh my goodness, readathons galore. This year has really popped off. I think the community has been having so much fun creating readathons and so on and so forth, book clubs, all the good things. So with that said, I will be participating in the tarot readathon, which is happening all month, hosted by Noelle and Deja. I will be participating in summerween, hosted by Gabby. That is running from the 5th to the 11th. I will be participating in blackoween noir, hosted by locked booktician Bree. So excited. That is running from the 17th through the 31st, that you're able to participate in both spooky readathons. I also have the Australian readathon hosted by Mel, which is an all-month-long readathon. Obviously, Bookemon, which is a year-long readathon that I've been co-hosting and actively participating in quite often, quite frequently. I've gotten quite the cute little critters this year. I'm thriving. And then the final one that I'm participating is the little cafe readathon. It's primarily a Instagram ran readathon, and then like they have a Discord and everything. I am on Team Pineapple this year, and I'm just gonna try and fulfill that menu. So that's kind of where I'm at with readathons. As for book clubs, I have not made any commitments this month to a book club except for reading the new Riley Sager for the Literally Dead book club. So yes, many things. I already have my readathon TBRs planned, so that hopefully coming into this, it'll be that much more easier to figure out what books to read. But also, I would love to read some books on my shelves. So let's begin. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about my TBR from last month and what I completed. First thing, right off the bat, I just need to get it out there. I need to talk about it. This prompt for the punishment, this punishment card, I have had on this TBR since January, folks. And I was supposed to read What Lies in the Wood, and I've read it. I haven't, it'll be in a vlog. That vlog will come out a little bit later this month because I have 2 other books to read for that vlog, but I did it. I read it. Oh my goodness. Woo! As for my like normal, a book that has been adapted, I was to read The Hobbit, and guess what, pals? I've read The Hobbit. I can say that I've did that. I spent one whole day just reading The Hobbit. It was a time. That'll be awesome in a vlog. And then for a book that starts with the first letter of your name, I read Shadows and Storms. I said the title wrong the entire last video, and I'm annoying for that. I'm sorry. I know better now. It's Shadow and Storms, and it was so good. It was the last book in the Legend of Thesmar series. Now we're gonna have the Ashes of Thesmar continuation in 2025. Hopefully maybe earlier, who knows. I'm so excited though. I love these characters. I had a good time. For the book, for the book box prompt, wow, I was to read The Ivory Key, which I have. I don't know where I put it, but I read it. So that was lovely for me. I know that name in the title was for Alice in Borderlands Volume 2, which I've also read. Hyped book, which I read, The Throne of Honor and Blood by Jay Breed, which is the sequel to The Crown of Oaths and Curses. Honestly, a little disappointing, a little upsetting, but I still enjoyed the characters and like most of the book, but like it definitely had its problems. So my effect card for June was to create fan art or draw something book inspired. I didn't fully do this, but I have started a digital reading journal on Canva, which I've been having a really good time with. I've been enjoying that for the most part. It just helps digitally do things because I'm really bad at putting pen to paper sometimes. I'm bad at the habit of it, but I'm always on the computer. But now with that all out of the way, I can start this TBR. Since we don't have to pull a punishment, we can jump right into the game. I'm going to draw my hand up to 4. These are the cards that I can choose from. My hand is so that I can curate the prompts to really fit what I need, so I don't get put in too much of a box, where I can choose what's gonna fit, so I can have a little bit of like control and a little bit of mood reading tendencies. So the first in my hand will be a gifted book. The second card is going to be a 3-word title. The next one is a retelling or fairy tale. And finally, we have historical fiction. Oh, I need to also... I forgot another readathon. Like I said, there's a lot going on. Another readathon that I am participating in is the romantasy-a-thon / romantasy reading challenge. One is hosted by Tori. There's going to be a 48-hour readathon towards like the end of the month, and it's just finishing a big bingo board. I probably will not finish it this month. I'll probably have to finish it when it's like over in August, which is fine. And then Covers with Cassidy also has a summer romantasy reading challenge that I'm partaking in. So there's a lot. Okay, continuing back to the going back. So the first thing that I'm gonna do with my little cactus guy here is just mess up my board apparently. Move over. I'm gonna take my 2 tokens. I had to spend some tokens because I did not complete my cutlery on the cover or new to you author, but because those are previous TBRs, I just pay for like not completing them rather than getting punishments. Punishments only apply to the like current TBR, if that makes sense. Anyway, so on this space I can draw an effect card, which will be have a spa night. Ooh, how relaxing. Alright, and then on top of taking my 2 tokens, drawing my effect card, I can play 1 card. So the first prompt that I'm going to play is my 3-word title. And for that, I will be choosing this Ravenous Fate. This is written by Haley, and that's so cool. If you don't know, Haley is a booktuber, fellow booktuber turned author, published author. This technically comes out in August, but I got accepted for the ARC on NetGalley. So I will be doing a full reading vlog. It'll probably be like a NetGalley ARC reading vlog, but I will be reading this Ravenous Fate this month, and I'm so excited. I couldn't be more excited. What the heck? What the heck? It's great. So that's exciting. And then I am going to discard historical fiction and gifted because neither of those really align with the things on my TBR right now. So now I will be drawing my hand back up to 4. We've got a nature setting. We have a pull pick. And read a book off an author's backlist. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Alright, I'm going to move 1 space over, take another token, and then I'm going to play a card. And I think I'm going to play a retelling or fairy tale. Mainly because this is a romantasy prompt that I need to fulfill, and I think I'm going to pick a, what is it called? Oh my god. A Curse This Dark and Lonely, I think. I don't know who the author is. I want to say this is either a Sleeping Beauty or most likely, I think, no, it's a Beauty and the Beast. It's definitely Beauty and the Beast retelling, but romantasy. People really like this series. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but it's one that I like see everywhere. Everyone's talked about it. Everyone has read it. I'm like late to the game. And so it's definitely one that I have had my eye on. I want to say there's 3 books. Maybe, hopefully. So yeah, that's gonna be my choice for retelling because Beauty and the Beast. Bada boom. So now I'm gonna draw my hand back up to 4. An ongoing series. Okay. So I'm going to move over here. Take 3 tokens. 1, 2, 3. And I can now play 2 cards. This will be 2 prompts. So I think that for this I'm going to play read a book off an author's backlist. And for this, I will be choosing The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This is one of the 2 backlists that I have not read, including Final Girls, which I'm less inclined to read anyway. But Last Time I Lied is on my 12 Friends Recommend 12 Books. It's set at a summer camp. It's, I want to say, missing girls, if not potential slasher. I'm not really sure. Again, haven't read it, but that's the vibes that I've gotten. This is like one of Riley Sager's most popular books, and it's one of the last that I'm excited to read. After reading Home Before Dark, which I loved, and then the flop that was Lock Every Door. I'm sorry, I didn't love it. It didn't work for me. I'm really intrigued to see where my thoughts are going to lie with The Last Time I Lied. Kind of the thought process. Plus, it's also on my summerween TBR, so I'm excited. And then the next one I'll play is going to be ongoing series, and oh boy howdy. the only book so far on this TBR that I own. And for this prompt, I will be going with Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. Do I love this author as a human? No. Am I separating the author from the art? Yes. Why? I have a fun little thing happening with my book besties, Liza and Daphne. We are reading the Throne of Glass series together as like a across the states readathon, something. Basically, I read the first book, I annotated it, I sent it to Eliza because this is like one of her favorite series ever. Now Eliza's going to read it, she's going to annotate it, and she's going to send it to Daphne, and then Daphne will read it and send it back to me with her annotations. And so we're going to see like this full circle moment, and I'm really excited to see like all of our thoughts and everything. So it's time to continue with that journey. I will be reading the second book. Throne of Glass is following a girl, Selena, and she's like the best assassin in the whole wide world. She's so cool, she's so talented, but she's so talented she gets caught, she gets imprisoned, and then the prince is like, hey, what if you come be like my champion in this tournament, and whoever's the best assassin or like bad guy in the tournament gets to be the king's assassin. And she decides to join. There's a bit of meddling going on at the trial. People are just up and dying. And now we're continuing with that. I truly don't know where the series is gonna go. Like, from what it sounds like, the first 2 to 3 books are so vastly different from the latter half of the books that I'm just like here for a good time. Between Prince Dorian and Kale, I don't know who I like. I don't remember. I remember in the first book I had a tally of each character of like when they did something I like or did something I didn't like, and I had a score at the end, but I don't remember the score anymore, so I'll have to ask Eliza when she gets to that and be like, who am I rooting for? Maybe it'll jog my memory. But yes, this will be the book that I end up picking up. I'm so excited. It's also like good practice for me because I'm not great at annotating and I would like to be better. So now I'm going to draw my hand back up to 4 for some options. Read off another TBR or an urban setting. Got nature and urban setting. Look at that. Oh, do I do that to myself? I think we do. Okay, I'm going to move over 1 space, going to take my last token, and I'm going to play my last prompt. And it's going to be the urban setting. Here's the thing, folks. I don't like urban settings very much. I don't know why I don't love urban fantasies that much, because I love seeing different types of characters and creatures living in the same semi-modern day world. But that's the thing, is I don't love the modern day world. The lingo, cringy, and often ages the book. Everything about it just like doesn't jive with me as much. I love like the unrealistic fantasy books. They just work better for me, and so I'm a little bit hesitant when I go into an urban setting. But also, like, Jade City was an urban setting, but it was also very fantastical, even though it had elements of the real world. It's just, it depends, but it's not my preferred setting. With that said, Romantasy Romantasyathon hosted by Tori. She has a book club on Fable, which is the Who Did This to You book club, and I have been participating per the readathon, per the bingo board, and the July pick is the Book of Azrael, which apparently is going to be a 7-book series, but only like 3 maybe are out, and it's urban. Am I making a bad decision? I don't know, but I'm excited nonetheless. So it's also very long, but it'll be a buddy read with Eliza because she's been wanting to read it for a while, and we've talked about it since like we first caught wind of the book. So it'll be exciting in that aspect, but I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit hesitant. I'm gonna be super honest, but that's the TBR. Wow, this went by so much faster than my normal TBRs. If you're curious, I will put on the screen my TBRs for each readathons. So we've got Summerween, which is going to be hosted by Gabby, as I mentioned. I'm very excited for these. I have plans. I'm going to do 3 different mini reading vlogs for the readathon. So you'll be getting a video, I believe, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Summerween. What are you doing, girl? But I'm very excited to read these. there's something about Summerween that really gets the community going. And then I have my tarot readathon. I decided to pull 9 cards. I used a generator online just to pull them so that I could start planning ahead of time. I am on Team Swords, and on Team Swords we get our like signature prompt, I think is what it's called. We get to see it early access, so everybody's team gets like a weekly prompt that it's like bonus to fulfill. So we get ours a day early, so I was preparing and planning for that, which has been exciting for me. And then I've got my Blackoween Noir readathon TBR, which I'm excited. None of these were originally on my TBR because I didn't know this was happening until like the last second, so I created the TBR. Hopefully I can find all of these books on Libby, and I will enjoy them. I have more time to finish them, which I think makes me feel a little better. And then as for the little cafe readathon Team Pineapple, I'm just completing their menu, which is 6 books. That's them here. And then I'm always forgetting something. Oh yeah, Australian readathon is happening, and I'm gonna try to read 5 books. I'm not making guarantees or promises on most of these. For Bookymon, I will be reading Taboo for sure. I will also probably read The Broken Bonds, at least the first book by Jabri, because of course. And out of them, I'm sure that I will probably also hopefully get to Daughter of the Forest, because that's on my R Fantasy TBR. There's so many things happening. I know. So many challenges, so many readathons. That's life, you know? Baby is what it is. I think that's everything. Well, I remember. If I'm missing something, it'll also be here because my brain is frazzled and I can't remember or think straight without looking at literally everything in my face at the same time. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this very quick and nice TBR. I'm very excited about these picks. I'm unfortunately only able to hold up one of them right now, which did not fulfill my goal of reading off my shelves, but you know, a goal will carry on to August. How about that? So, how exciting and fun for us. Let me know what you're reading this month. If you're excited about anything, what readathons are you participating in? Because I know there's even more than what I'm trying to attempt. What are you doing? What's going on? Let me know. And I will see you guys in my next video very soon on Sunday. It's gonna be a Sunday vlog. Have fun. I'll see you there. Bye!